we've heard it from other YouTubers, we've heard it from people in the business, we've even heard it from eBay themselves, that consistency while listing will drive sales in your eBay account. Is it true? Well, this video is going to show you whether it is an absolute load of lies, or are they actually telling the truth, and is it something that you should be doing if you want to make more money as an eBayer. Hello people, I am John. I'm a full-time UK eBay reseller, and today's video is all about listing. Should you be listing consistently to make more sales? Is it just a myth, or is it actually true? Does actually listing regularly drive sales? In today's video, I'm going to show you whether it's true or not. I've actually tested it myself with not putting any listings on for over a week to see and show you how it affected my eBay, and then obviously listing every day and how it's affected it in that way. So if you're interested in this video or you're excited, hit that thumbs up, and remember, if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and comment down below about this topic, you know, how you personally deal with listings, whether you list regularly or weekly or monthly. What do you do, and how do you feel it affects your business? So if you're watching this video, you're probably going to be wondering, is it true? Do you really need to list every single day to make more sales? And I'm going to show you what I've done personally, and some of the things I'm going to show you are astoundingly shocking. I can't believe how bad my eBay went. I wanted to do this for a video. I thought, yeah, this actually could make a good video. And I thought, well, people always talk about, is listing really important? You know, should I list every day? Is missing out one day important? You know, should I list every single day at a certain time? You know, it's getting to that stage where it's getting a bit over the top, and I'm going to go through everything and tell you what you should do through the statistics I've shown you at the end of the video. So make sure you watch it to the end. So first of all, the week where I didn't list at all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put actually screenshots of my last month, which is basically this November. It's the end of November now, so this is my monthly graph chart, my sales and everything of the last month. As you can see straight away in sales, you can see there's a lot of red arrows pointing down. This means me not listing is not driving sales. I'm 25% lower in total buys, which is 72. Usually in a month I'm around the 100 plus. Average sale per item is also down. My total sales, which is the most important one, is down by 36%. And as you can see by the statistics, this is me not listing. The next screenshot is of obviously my sales per day. And as you can see, when I started, there is a big shift in sales. As you saw on the 1st of November, absolutely smashed it on one day. I mean, the first day, over £400, about £450. The next day, this is the day I stopped actually doing it, and it plummeted down. Yes, I'm still making £150 in sales, but compared to the day before, it's a big drop. I wouldn't really look at that one where I did a lot on that day, because I think I did sell some really good items which were really expensive. That was a freak of a day. As you can see in the sales after, there is only probably a handful of sales which I've hit over £100 in sales in a day, which is poor. And if you're doing this full time and you're only making the 30 quid sale a day, maybe doing one sale a day, you're not going to be able to survive or live off that. But luckily that one day, and obviously the days before where I was doing it consistently, obviously made up, and that's why I did this video, and just to show you not to not list. As you can see through the graph, from I would say the 3rd of November all the way to, I would probably say, the 20th of November, where I actually didn't get any sales at all. It's pretty poor. You're always going to get the odd couple of days where you might not get a good sale or nothing, like you can see in the end of the chart. But when I saw this, I had to stop doing it and had to start relisting. But the thing is, I actually was starting to list a bit after what I was doing. So to break this down, I did not list for a whole week. Then the week after, which is mid-November, I started listing, but not much. Meaning, to show you what it's like listing here and there, you know, maybe I'll list a couple on Monday, then I won't list anything for a couple of days. I might list a couple on Thursday. And yes, it doesn't really make it any better. And the reason being is because I took such a hit from basically going cold turkey, from listing to absolutely doing nothing. eBay didn't like it. It's like they shut my shop down completely. They didn't want to promote anything, even though my actual things are promoted. They didn't care. So as you can see, I didn't get much sales. I got some sales, obviously, but not as much as I usually do. For about 2 weeks, my sales was down for literally 2 weeks because I was either not putting anything on, and then eventually I started listing a bit and bobs, but it didn't really make much of a difference until last weekend. I started listing and putting on 5 a day, and then from then all the way to this video, I have been listing every single day. And as you can see, by the end of the week, it's starting to go back up. So listing is important. It shows that if you do not list, it's going to not only affect you basically quite quickly in your sales, but trying to get back into it, it's going to affect the slope going back up. Don't think just listing straight away back you're going to get big sales again, because it won't. As you can see in my chart, it's slowly gone back up to how it has been because I've slowly put more and more listings on. The reason being, it's consistency, and that is key. It is true what people say. If you've seen other YouTubers, if you've seen people on eBay read stuff, consistency is key. And you should know consistency is key, not just in this, but in life in general. As you know, like I said, I used to be a big gym goer, and I used to be consistent every week. I used to see a bit more definition, or I used to get a bit stronger, and that's from consistency, eating well, doing all the right things, you know, every single day, and it worked. Same with this, YouTube. Everybody tells you consistency. If you want to grow on YouTube, you've got to be consistent. You've got to do at least a video a week around the same time, or 2 videos a week. Be consistent, because the people like that. YouTube like that, you know, and it all works. It does work. If you're just putting things on eBay just here and there, they're not going to take you serious. eBay are not going to take you seriously. They're just going to think, oh, well, you're just one of them people just trying to sell something, you know, personally. Yeah, if it sells, it sells, but we're not going to promote it. We're not going to show your things off as much as people who are promoting, the people who are posting and putting up items every single day. Because in the end of the day, eBay are a business themselves. If they see somebody who's posting 1 or 2 items a week compared to somebody's posting 60, 70 items a week, who would you pick? You'd pick that one, because the amount of money you can make off that person posting all them items in that week is a lot more than one person posting 1 or 2. So you gotta think about, it's all about doing the listing and putting it on. It is boring. It's not a fun thing, I admit. Listing is probably the most boring part of reselling. Picking is the fun part, you know, finding items and that, but Listing is probably the most boring part. What I would do is, if you've got about 30 items to take pictures of, make sure you got a good background like the one behind me, nice clean background so the item stands out. Take pictures of all of them, spend a couple of hours taking pictures so they're all that way. That's one thing that's boring, taking pictures, and yeah, just get that out of the way. The next thing, what I personally do, some people like to list them like from scratch. I don't see the point in that. Find the item that's selling similar or the same item that's sold. Then it'll come up with an option saying sell one like this. It will basically put everything what that person put in that item, and all you have to do is just tweak it, put your own pictures in, you know how much you sell for, and do that. You can either list them and put them all out in one go, but I suggest not doing that because you will then have nothing else to put on for the rest of the week. So put 5 on, and then for the next 5, schedule it for the next day. The next 5, schedule it for the next day, and just do 5. No more than 5. You don't need to put 20 on a day, because if you run out of stock, it's going to come to like maybe 3 or 4 days where you got 20, 20, 20, 20, and then you're going to go, uh-oh, I've got no stock. And then what's going to happen? You're not going to be able to put anything on, and then you'll slump back down. eBay will know about it, so no point. If you're putting on 5 a day, you know you've got enough stock to last a week until you go out picking again, and then do the same that week. If you've got loads of stock, and I mean talking about loads of stock, put 10 on. If you've got even you've got more stock, put 15, 20 on. Obviously, depending on how much stock you go, try and make it consistent, so the same amount every day. And also, I put mine on at 8 o'clock in the morning, so when I schedule it, I take the pictures and put all the listings and, you know, description and all that, and then I schedule it for 8 o'clock, and I make sure it's 5 that day at 8 o'clock, so they all come on at 8 o'clock, and I do it every single day. All you have to do is be consistent, and you will see your sales drive. The only other thing I would say is just don't put junk on. You're always going to find things that maybe are only worth maybe 10 quid, but you bought for a quid, 50p, maybe £2, and there will always be items like that. But buy quality. Quality sells no matter what. If you're just going to put 5, 10 listings on a day, and it's just going to be like basically rubbish that no one really is interested in, you're not going to sell stuff. You're not going to make sales because no one wants it. So make sure you research your items, make sure they sell. You know, yes, you're going to get some unique, rare items maybe that not many people have, you know, like retro things that there's only like maybe 2 or 3 listings, but you know, you're not going to come across them all the time. But check out the sold, see how many they're sold in a month, and if it's a thing that sells quite a lot, then it's worth buying, even if you make only a tenner off it, because you know you're probably going to sell it within that week. So just remember consistency, quality of the products, and get it done. Basically just get it done, because as you saw on my graphs, if you don't list, you're going to take a massive hit, and it's not good. It's not good. Luckily, I had a lot of money in the previous weeks where I sold a lot of things. Obviously, you know, you've seen probably the video I made, like over £3,000 in sales. So I risked myself doing this video just to help people, you know, and prove it that listing is important. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously, if you did, hit that thumbs up, and remember, if you are new, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again with another video. Goodbye.